and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you aboard the Island Queen for our trip today. At this time, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the vessel and her safety equipment. This snack bar is located on the main or lower deck, serving a wide variety of drinks and snacks. The restrooms are also located on the main deck, with the men's on the starboard or right-hand side and the women's on the port or left-hand side. Adult life jackets are located in the racks all along the overhead of the main deck. Child and adult life jackets are in a locker above the stairwell on the second deck and in a locker behind the wheelhouse on the third deck. Donning instructions for life jackets are posted in conspicuous locations throughout the ship. In the unlikely event of an emergency, please follow the directions provided by the captain and his crew. At this time, I'd like to inform all passengers there is no smoking allowed anywhere aboard the Island Queen. If you have any questions regarding the ship or her safety equipment, please do not hesitate to ask any member of the crew. Thank you and enjoy the trip.
Bluffs is one of the newer towns on Martha's Vineyard. Oak Bluffs used to be part of Edgartown. And what we had is we had two separate religious entities that settled Oak Bluffs. We had the Methodists on one side, the Baptists on the other. Now, since you guys got down here early, did you have a chance to look at the gingerbread cottages?
No, we didn't.
Okay, I can only take you around the outskirts of them because they have their own bylaws and stuff like that, and we're not really allowed to drive. There are big signs in there that say no tour vans and taxi tours, stuff like that. One thing, Oak Bluffs was laid out to be a pedestrian-friendly city. What they wanted, because the religious groups that came here, you know, they wanted to get away from the cities, and they wanted to get away from that type of life. And you know, especially to back in the mid-1800s, you had all kinds of different diseases that ravaged cities and stuff like that. People got down here so they could do clean living. That's why we have nice parks like this.
Yeah.
This is Ocean Park. Now that gazebo was built for the benefit of one of our sitting presidents, or not one of our sitting presidents. He was sitting, but it was about 1875. And what we had was a man who decided to vacation down here. It was well before Obama or well before Clinton. And town heard he was coming, so they said, well, the president's coming, we got to entertain him properly. So what did they do? They built this gazebo. Because they figured, got to have a venue for live music. So they put a band there. Because, let's face it, 1875, you didn't have any kind of electronics and stuff like that like we got today. So he was able to go and sit up on his rooftop porch, and he's actually got a roof over the porch on this house right here, the dull red tile roof.
Oh.
Right here on the right hand side.
Over here.
So he was able to sit up there, sip his bourbon, listen to live music, and look out over the ocean. That was Ulysses S. Grant.
Oh my goodness.
Now I take it you guys, I take it people here have been online, they've dealt with computers and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it used to have
this house has a significant thing. when it comes down to people who have influenced our computer age.
Who?
Can you say Norton Antivirus?
Yep.
Peter Norton.
Yep.
This is his place.
Oh my goodness.
Now Peter, being the real computer nerd that he is, said, well, I want this place to look exactly like it did when it was first built in 1891. So he sat back, he hired master craftsmen, architects, he hired historians to do research, so he could get the actual period locked down, and he had this place renovated all the way right down to the last nail set. And then what does he do on top of it? He documents everything. So he had artist renditions, he had historical photographs, blueprints, schematics. You got it. Guess what? It's not the same house. It's right after he finished the renovations in 2004. There was an electrical fire. That house burned to the ground. This is a complete and total recreation of what he had.
My goodness. Wow. Quite a house.
Oh yeah, well look what he had to do. Look to the right of the staircase. A private home. What happened was people keep thinking that's a bed and breakfast. They keep knocking on the door saying you got a room for the night.
Yeah.
This is a private home on the.
Yep.
Now I take it everyone's seen the movie Jaws.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. You know that Jaws was filmed in its entirety right here on the island.
No.
Cool.
Yeah, Spielberg, when he filmed, when he scouted the island in 1972, he had weather like this: nice, sunny, hot, beautiful weather. When he went to film in 1973, he had just the opposite. Jaws was a movie that almost didn't get made because what happened was the weather went down the tubes. The mechanical sharks kept breaking down. They kept having to tow them in and repair them, and then sending them back out to the set. And it's a decent distance